Have you ever noticed that even when nothing is wrong, your mind still doesn't feel at rest? No crisis, no big problem. Life is fine. And yet, your thoughts keep moving, planning, replaying, wondering what's next. Why does the mind never feel done? Most people think this means something is wrong with them. They think, I should be more peaceful. I should be grateful. Why can't I just relax? But this isn't a personal failure. It's a habit the mind learned. And once you see it, the noise starts to make sense. Here's what's actually happening. The mind was never designed to rest on its own. It was designed to scan for danger, scan for problems, scan for what needs attention next. But modern life gives it too many things to scan. Messages, deadlines, comparisons, unfinished thoughts. So the mind stays open-ended, like a browser with too many tabs. Here's the paradox. The harder you try to calm your mind, the more active it becomes. Because trying to fix the mind is just another task, another tab. This is why advice like, just stop thinking never works. You can't force quiet, but you can understand what creates noise. The mind doesn't need to be controlled. It needs to be allowed to finish. Most thoughts stay loud because we half listen to them. We notice them, judge them, and move on. So they come back. Clarity isn't about pushing thoughts away. It's about letting them pass without turning them into problems. Next time your mind feels restless, don't ask, how do I stop this? Ask, what am I treating like an emergency? You'll notice something interesting. Most thoughts lose their grip once they aren't chased, not because you fought them, but because you stopped feeding them. A quiet mind isn't an empty mind. It's a mind that isn't constantly interrupted. If this helped you see your thoughts differently, you're not alone. There's more clarity where this came from. There's another reason the mind feels so busy. It's constantly trying to prepare. Prepare for conversations that haven't happened yet. Prepare for problems that may never arrive. Prepare for versions of the future that only exist in thought. Preparation feels productive. But most of the time, it's just worry wearing a useful mask. Notice this. The mind is almost never noisy about what's happening right now. It's noisy about what might happen, or what already happened. This is why moments of presence, even simple ones, feel surprisingly peaceful. Not because life changed, but because the mind stopped time traveling. And here's something important. You don't need to escape thinking. Thinking becomes exhausting only when it turns against you. When every thought is treated like a warning or a demand. Most thoughts don't need action. They need space. Space isn't silence. Space is the absence of pressure. The pressure to fix. The pressure to respond. The pressure to be certain. When pressure drops, thoughts naturally slow. This is why forcing positivity doesn't work. Saying everything is fine while feeling restless inside only creates resistance. Clarity comes from honesty, from seeing the mind as it is, not as it should be. The moment you stop arguing with your thoughts, they stop arguing back. Not immediately, but gradually, like water settling once it's no longer stirred. If your mind feels loud, it doesn't mean you're broken. It means you've been listening without resting. And rest doesn't come from doing more. It comes from understanding enough to let go. If this way of understanding the mind resonates with you, you're welcome to subscribe. Quiet Paradox explores clarity without pressure.